there, I'm Shanelle Kaul, and this is the Uplift. We have some great stories for you today and some great characters. A little girl who saw herself in a pro soccer player in more ways than one.
I wanted to be a professional soccer player when I grow up, and she was able to do that. And it really fills me with hope that I'm able to as well.
A man who found a way to help blind musicians so they don't just play their music, they read it. A program helping people of all abilities get out there and play ball. A teen who barely survived an ordeal and is now helping others. Plus, a mountain lion cub found all alone in the mountains near LA. Now he's stealing hearts across the country. And our David Begnaud introduces us to an 89-year-old with one final wish. Find out how his derby dream came true. All of that and more heartwarming news. You're watching The Uplift. Welcome to The Uplift, the show that's here to lift you up for at least the next 30 minutes. We begin with a little girl who sees herself in a pro soccer star in more ways than one. Here's Steve Hartman.
Last month, in their home opener here at Mile High Stadium, the brand new Denver Summit women's soccer team went scoreless. But for one girl in attendance, it was a huge win because she found a role model.
Why was it so important to you to meet her?
I wanted to be a professional soccer player when I grow up, and she was able to do that. And it really fills me with hope that I'm able to as well.
9-year-old Hayden Stein was born without most of her right arm. So when she went to that game and saw number 16, Carson Pickett, a player just like her, Hayden says she saw something in herself.
Role models make you feel like you can do anything, just like them.
Her confidence has skyrocketed.
Parents, Jonathan and Christina.
At school, on the soccer field, it's through the roof.
Yeah, she scored three times at practice.
Yeah.
They say meeting Carson was truly life-altering. And yet, Carson says it almost never happened.
So the old you might not have gone up and talked to Hayden?
No.
Wow.
No, probably not. I didn't want to be known as the girl with one arm that plays soccer. I just wanted to be known for the girl that plays soccer.
For years, Carson says she hid her arm in pictures and avoided even talking about her limb difference. Until one day, she says her mother told her she was missing an opportunity, a purpose. Carson later posted, "Finding out that the journey is a lot less about myself and a lot more about the hearts I can touch along the way."
So now you're the complete opposite.
Complete opposite. I want to meet all the kids, all the families, all the adults. I want to meet everyone that I can.
In fact, Carson has now so embraced the role of role model that this week she surprised Hayden at her practice.
Hi, Carson Pickett.
How are you?
Good.
Good to see you.
It's good to see you too.
Carson plans to stay in touch
This is really cool.
and maybe help Hayden find her purpose too. Because when it comes to role models, it takes one to be one.
You could become a role model someday for somebody else.
Yeah.
You up for that job?
Yes, I am up for it.
Okay.
Steve Hartman, on the road in Denver.
Coming up, 2 programs making sure people with disabilities can pursue what they love. See how a musician who always played by ear learned how to read music despite being blind. Then, how one man is helping all kinds of people play the game he's always loved. Now we meet a musician who learned to play piano by ear. That served him until college. He wasn't able to read music because he can't see. He finally found a program that helped level the score. Here's Christian Benavides.
21-year-old Silvio Plata has been drawn to music for as long as he can remember. He lost his sight to cancer when he was just a year old.
The level of the cancer and how advanced the tumors were, there was no other option but to trade my eyes for my life.
It didn't stop him from doing what he loves as he learned to play by ear. But when he pursued music at the collegiate level, things got more complicated.
I realized I'm going to be studying music much more rigorously, and I need to be musically literate.
That's where Jim Choi stepped in. He's developed a one-of-a-kind virtual lesson that teaches blind students how to read music through Braille.
Without the Braille, they cannot read the score. So if we want to read music, this is necessity.
It took him 8 months to build the course, with help from the nonprofit the Miami Lighthouse for the Blind. Choi worked one-on-one with Plata, helping him get more comfortable using Braille to read music.
It's 26 modules. You learn how to read a score. You start learning note value.
It led to a once-in-a-lifetime moment in 2019, when Plata performed alongside Andrea Bocelli, who visited the Miami Lighthouse to learn about their music programs.
It was so surreal. We got along very well. He went to the piano, I stood next to him, and the rest is history.
Bocelli, of course, is also blind and known for supporting those with vision loss. Plata is set to graduate from college this year, and for his next act, he'll be attending law school here at the University of Miami. Cristian Benavides, CBS News, Coral Gables, Florida.
80 students around the country are now learning to read music thanks to Jim Choi and his program. Now we want to introduce you to another pioneer in adaptability. He's focusing on turning baseball into a sport that anyone can play, no matter their ability.
At this game, no one keeps score. Gary Morton says everyone is a winner.
It makes my heart swell just to see them playing baseball.
Drawn to sounds of his favorite pastime, he saw kids in wheelchairs playing baseball, and it touched his heart.
I was in tears. I ain't crying now. I saw kids hitting home runs and coming to a camera and going like this, you know, and never been on a field.
His daughter Sarah, in blue, who had a chromosomal deficiency, had just passed away.
Just like my daughter, they have goals just like anybody else. And we really aren't different. We may look a little different, but we aren't.
James loves cheese, pizza, apples, and tangerines. You got this. You got this, James.
So he stepped up to the plate to bring baseball to people with intellectual, physical, and developmental challenges. He started the Miracle League San Francisco Peninsula in 2015, one of hundreds of local chapters of the National Miracle League nonprofit. Brothers Jeremiah George McCall and Javon George Dalton are among 120 kids and adults who play at Hawes Park.
How well can you hit the ball?
Hard, over the fence.
Their grandmother, Diane Johnson, has watched the pair find fun and friendship the last 5 years.
Do you look forward to coming here to play?
Yes, I do.
And I love this because despite the disability, you had the ability, and they had the ability to come out and be the greatest that they can be.
Volunteer buddies pitch in, mostly from local high schools, to support each player one-on-one. Longtime volunteer Martin Gelhar says the program Gary started gives him a way to bring others joy.
Gary's a great guy. I think he really likes to give back to his community and make sure that other people in the community are represented equally and that they're enjoying their lives too.
You got this, Maya!
Gary has stepped back from leading the league for the last few years. He's living with inclusion body myositis, a degenerative muscle disease, but he's still the program's biggest cheerleader.
It makes me happy.
Sharon Chin, CBS News, Bay Area.
Coming up, this newest viral sensation was just 3 weeks old when he was found alone in the Santa Monica Mountains, and it didn't take long for him to claw his way into people's hearts. Plus, David Begnaud meets an 89-year-old who had one dying wish.
Mr. Bob, this is your 80th Derby.
Right.
Hello.
I've only been here 30 years. I can't imagine 80. That's terrific. 30 in a row. I've worked here 30 in a row. Yes. Oh. Yeah. I'm a long way away. I'm not sure I'm going to make the 80 like you did. I don't think I'll make it anymore. Oh, you never know. I'm not going to count you out.
All right, if you remember Fiona, Punch, Moodang, there's now a new baby animal going viral and capturing hearts. Itai Had has the story of baby Crimson.
At the Oakland Zoo, they see a lot of baby animals come and go. Most of them you'll never hear about, but every now and then, one stops people in their tracks.
These toys are a temporary replacement for the siblings that unfortunately he doesn't have anymore.
Amber Foley, the lead keeper here, says this little mountain lion cub named Crimson has managed to claw his way into people's hearts.
It's wild. Everyone all over social media is really taken to this guy. His story's really grown a huge fan following.
One of the youngest cubs the zoo has ever cared for, he was found alone in the Santa Monica Mountains at just 3 weeks old. No one knows exactly what happened, but it's possible his mother abandoned him because of his abnormality. Crimson is missing toes on one hind foot.
How big is he going to get?
They can get up to 200 to 300 pounds.
So far, 33 mountain lions have been taken in here, part of a broader industry shift towards rescue and rehabilitation over traditional exhibitions.
What do you say to people who say, I'm a little reluctant to go to zoos these days?
Yeah, well, I would say number one, come get to know us.
Nick DeHasia, the zoo's CEO, says more time and resources are now going into animals like Crimson, who wouldn't survive on their own.
I mean, the zoos of the past, what people think about are animals in small spaces that are more voyeuristic, and you're looking at them sort of like a circus. I mean, that was the zoos of the past. It has completely changed.
You're gonna help me clean his butt?
Okay. Caring for them isn't always glamorous.
The mom usually uses her tongue to clean these babies.
I won't do that.
He may be a step behind, but perhaps not for long, because everyone loves an underdog, even when that underdog is a cat.
Yeah.
Itai Had, CBS News, Oakland, California.
Now to a story about a teenager who nearly died. As you'll see here, Lulu Gribben didn't just survive, she thrived. Here's Nicole Valdez.
It was very scary.
At just 15 years old, Lulu Gribben's beach vacation nearly took her life.
I was waist deep in water when my best friend just started screaming, and she screamed, "Shark." We all just started swimming for our lives as fast as we could.
A 16-foot bull shark pulled her underwater near Rosemary Beach, Florida. She lost her right leg and her left hand.
We figured out that there was another shark attack before me, and it was just 90 minutes before me, 3 miles down the coast. And if I would have known that, there would have been no way that I would be swimming in the water. I'm really excited because
now 17, Gribben wants to help prevent the next encounter, fighting to mandate emergency alerts after an unprovoked shark attack. Alabama became the first state to enact the process this month.
Here is the template that is ready to be put in the specific location there.
The alert would look and sound just like an Amber Alert on your phone, triggered by emergency management.
That would enable us to notify everybody on a county beach that an attack has occurred, and they can all make their own decisions based on that.
But only after a trained first responder or a lifeguard confirms the attack.
Just checking out, see how your day's going.
In the height of summer, Beach Safety Chief Joethan Phillips says he and his team of lifeguards watch thousands of people each day.
The idea of this alert system, do you feel like this is something that is a good thing?
I do. If an attack does happen, we're going to alert people within 5 miles that there was an attack. So this just makes that faster and allows for people to be informed of what's going on, because you don't want it to happen again.
Do you feel that this is a system that should be in place in more states?
Yes. I think Alabama has a very small coastline, and if it was implemented in the whole United States, that would just be a dream come true.
Nicole Valdez, CBS News.
Coming up, a Kentucky Derby story that you may have missed. An 89-year-old had one last wish to see the race, and he ended up witnessing history.
And you got to see the first woman trainer in Derby history. That's her signature. And the jockey, just for you, my friend. You're so welcome. You're so welcome.
The Kentucky Kentucky Derby means a whole lot to people in Lexington, Kentucky, but one fan stood out this year, an 89-year-old who wanted to get to the race one last time. Here's David Begnaud.
This is the story of an 89-year-old man in hospice care. One last wish, and what happens when you ask.
He wants to go to the Kentucky Derby this weekend. He's a Louisville, Kentucky native. Bob Y is his name. I'm trying to get a ticket for him, his wife Barbara, and his caretaker. He's in a wheelchair on oxygen and unable to walk.
Churchill Downs, home to the Kentucky Derby, said they would be happy to grant Bob's wish.
Mr. Bob, I'm David.
Hi, David. We flew to Louisville and met him on Derby morning. Bob, who is often confined to his bed these days, was up and ready to go. His children, grandchildren, and great-grandchildren had all gathered to send him off.
It's amazing. He deserves it. He's the best.
This is crazy. It is crazy.
The Kentucky State Police showed up too. There was nothing wrong. They just wanted to be a part of doing something good.
I never had my picture taken so much.
All right, let's load him up. Miss Barbara, how you feeling?
Shocked and surprised and thankful, very thankful, and excited.
The lights came on and the sirens wailed as we went screaming through the streets of Louisville, headed to the greatest horse race in the world.
So, Mr. Bob, this is your 80th Derby.
Right. In a row.
In a row.
Before Saturday, Bob Y had attended 79 Kentucky Derbies in a row. His first, he says, was in 1947.
To the sport of kings, 47 brought one of the greatest of all Kentucky Derbies.
This would be his 80th.
Okay, Mr. Bob, here we go.
When we got to Churchill Downs, the troopers escorted him in as a VIP. Bob was wheeled to a seat directly in front of the leaderboard with an unobstructed view of the finish line. He was then welcomed by track president Mike Anderson.
I've only been here 30 years. I can't imagine 80. That's terrific.
In a row.
30 in a row. I've worked here 30 in a row. Yes.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm a long way away. I'm not sure I'm going to make the 80 like you did.
I don't think I'll make it anymore.
Oh, you never know. I'm not going to count you out.
Bob asked Mike for one thing, a program signed by the winning trainer and jockey. Bob has been collecting autographs from the winning trainers and jockeys for decades.
We can make that happen.
Before all of this came to be, a viewer who had seen Bob's story reported on WLKY, the CBS affiliate in Louisville, dropped off $40 at the television station with these instructions.
Please have Bob play $2 on every horse to ensure he wins.
That's great.
Now, earlier in the day, Bob had chosen 3 specific horses.
22. Okay. Change it. 119 and 22.
And don't you know, when the dust settled, the top 3 finishers were 19, 1, and 22.
All 3 of Bob's picks, please.
Derby Bob still had it. And then I leaned over to tell him something else. His 80th Kentucky Derby, almost certainly his last, also marked the first time that a woman trainer has ever won the race. Bob watched Cherie DeVoe make history.
The first woman trainer to win a Kentucky Derby just won.
When it was all over, Bob was smiling, but we had one more thing to do. Program in hand, Churchill Downs official Darren Rogers escorted us to the table where the winning jockey and trainer were seated.
This is for Derby Bob. Derby Bob has attended his 80th consecutive Kentucky Derby.
They signed the program, fulfilling Bob's request.
It's very emotional because the Kentucky Derby is a part of the fabric of the people here in Louisville, the Commonwealth of Kentucky, and Derby Bob is what the Derby is all about.
We immediately took that to Bob's house, where we found him in bed, still smiling.
And you got to see the first woman trainer in Derby history. That's her signature. And the jockey, just for you, my friend. You're so welcome.
That is awesome.
You're so welcome.
Well, that's That's our show. I hope this news brightened your day and lifted you up.